Hey, hey, hey. It's the Pacific Northwest zombie movie lover here, Echo Zombie. And I'm back to look at a rather interesting and somewhat fun zombie movie from 2018. A zombie movie and a girls' reform movie put together, as I've been looking at 2018's Ghoul Scout Zombie Massacre. This is one I think I ordered last year, and just a little bit ago, never got around to watching. And this is a rather interesting movie. So basically, you got this reform school for girls. At the beginning, we see we get an idea how some of them were sent there for some trouble. Some of them got into some extracurricular oral activities. One of them apparently was a nurse, all to giving people enemas. Also, one of them was also in an affair with the warden, who was very pregnant. Anyways, now the warden has a brother who's like a scientist whose dream is to have rocker boys as sex slaves. And he contacts his sister because he has this formula that's supposed to be able to take these rocker boys and turn them into his sex slaves. So he contacts his sister. It's like, hey, do you still have that Ghoul Scout thing program? And so he's able to talk his sister to helping him because he's all like make money and take over the world. She's like, oh, I can open all these clothing stores. Ooh. Anyways, she gets some of the girls to do this because they're gonna put this stuff in cookies. And he also says he's gonna put like a camera on us so we can see what the sister's doing as the girls sell the cookies. So she tells these girls, hey, if you do this, you'll get pardoned and we'll let you go. And we also meet this band. It's like Godzilla, Vampire Godzilla, something like that. We see them practice. I didn't think they were that good when they were practicing. And they're also into D&D. Now, the lead singer and one of the guys are talking, and you kind of get the impression that the one guy, yeah, he's a little backed up. He really wants to get laid. He's like saying he hasn't had sex in like 9 months. And they need to get some girls, just so they can have sex. And the one guy's like, well, D&D, man, D&D. He's like, dude, we need to get some pussy. So they're at the house playing video games where the girls show up in the Ghoul Scout uniforms. And they're selling these cookies. And they meet the boys and they're kind of connected with the boys a little bit. And they get invited to go see the boys play. And the warden was like, no, 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 I don't know. And then because the brother's watching and he wants Rocket Boys has sex slaves, he's like, yes, say yes. So she's like, okay, we'll go. So they go to this place that's like some VFW type place where they got all these vets, and they perform. However, while they're performing, the bassist and the guitarist, I believe it is. By the way, the band sounds much better this time around than they did when they were practicing. But anyways, I believe it was the bassist and the guitarist because they ate the cookies. Well, there's a problem with the brothers serum. It doesn't turn them into sex slaves. It turns them into flesh-eating zombies. So then they turn into zombies and they start spreading out the zombie infection in this facility, this place where they're playing. The drummer and the lead singer, the drummer's the guy who's all backed up, and the girls and the warden gotta take shelter. So while they're taking shelter, one of them does get bit. And they're trying to figure out what are we gonna do? Oh, and the sister's like, oh, I know what we can do. I mean, the warden's like, I know what we can do. I go, my brother's is he a doctor? So they go there, unaware that this is his fault. And they take shelter there where he kind of sets his eyes on the lead singer. He like licks his hand. And one of the girls ends up overhearing him and his sister talking about how he doesn't know what happened. Because he already had 2 like sex slaves. He doesn't know what happened to his sex. They were supposed to be, sex slaves, not zombies. Well, Um, Eventually they do find out what happened, but I don't want to give too much away because again, it's a fun movie. It's a different movie. It is like about 46 minutes before you see the zombies. The movie's like about an hour and 52 minutes, so about 46 minutes before you see the zombies. So about halfway through you see the zombies, but it's well worth it because it's acting is like, it's funny at times. It's a little comical. Um, the one guy, the drummer, he walks around with a zombie survivor guide, which I have one. I think Mel Brooks' son, forget his name. I think he wrote one, but he keeps like, "Well, this is what we're supposed to do." He's like, "You can don't take shelter at a mall." That's a little reference, of course, to Dawn of the Dead. And at one point, you do see them apparently watching Night. Uh, so they're interviewing this one guy named James Cameron, and another guy, like he's like Ned Beatty, and the guy's like, "Is your name really Ned Beatty?" So it's corny. The zombie makeup's nothing special. It's just a little makeup, maybe a little wounds, contact lenses. There's a zombie baby in this, and they have to deal with when he's like trying to squeeze it down the toilet. Um, the girls like the fighting and stuff. There's a little bit of TNA, yeah. I guess it goes with the reform. Like I've seen maybe one or two of the women in prison category of movies, but never a girls' reform school movie. I think that's supposed to have some similarities, but I guess one's in a prison and one's in a reform school. That's why we get like the warden and the one girl having a relationship. Um, and the one brother's line, "They were supposed to be dick suckers, not flesh eaters." Um, but yeah, it's a fun movie to watch. Again, this is my first time watching anything I guess I could be considered a girls' reform school movie. So yeah, and the brother though, his mustache is drawn on. It's like somebody just said, "You need a mustache. Here's a Marco." Um, yeah, it's this movie was one I highly suggest checking out because it's a fun one. I'm searching for words to describe this one. I'm coming a little short. But if you've seen this movie, tell me what you guys think. It's on Tubi, so I'll put that in the description. And if I can find the trailer, I'll put that too. Not rated widescreen. I like as everyone else says 2018, but this back says 2020. Can't really show you the back, but man, stay away from those Ghoul Scout cookies that will turn you into flesh-eating zombies. Um, Makeup effect though for the zombies is just like I said, pale skin, contact lenses, a few wounds. But anyways, it's real late at night. I've had a busy day. I gotta edit this, upload it, and go to bed, and then wake up and make a thumbnail for it before I make it public. But anyways, I am the Pacific Northwest zombie movie lover. Check this movie out. Tuda Lou.